TV. Light to the world.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Thanks for watching IQRA TV. IQRA TV, light to the world. My name is Mukwaya Manjes. We broadcasting live from the part of Africa, Uganda, and reaching you wherever you are. This is Salaam Cafe on IQRA TV, your show that will be airing every Wednesday. So stay updated, subscribe, comment, like, and share so that we can give you this program every time it's uploaded. Today on Salaam Cafe, we're going to look at habits or ways that we can adopt, or those that we've neglected that can help us to be productive Muslims at home. So for all the mothers out there and the fathers, but mostly the mothers, stick around, watch out throughout the end so that you can be getting the best out of this show. I know most of us are struggling with keeping up with the work schedule, the kids at home, then the dad is demanding, and the chores, you have to wash the clothes, you have to take the kids for sports, you have to pick them out of school, then it's way too much. It's way too much. But then remember, the clock will never extend. The clock will remain the same. We're having 24 hours in the day, and they will always remain 24 hours in the day. So if you have to be a productive Muslim or a productive Muslimah, they are things that you have to look at, be consistent with, so that you can be able to be productive mostly at home. I've talked about before that having this a lot of activities that you have to do as a housewife or as a dad, because they are stay-home dads, they are working moms, they are stay-home moms, but still the activities remain challenging. So, and then still you need the me time. Remember, you can't fill from an empty cup. You have to fill your cup so that you can be able to pour into others' cups from yours. So this the fulfillment of your cup really comes from having a fulfilled way of life, whereby you can practice your deen, you can have your me time to relax, to reflect, and then be able to take on the other activities. So to be productive Muslims, in every task we start, we have to start with the name of Allah. That's Bismillah. Don't ever forget to say Bismillah or Basmala as other people call it, because in every activities, for the activity or the task to be finished or completed, it has to be with blessings of Allah. We've seen people walk journeys, but they die along the journey. I saw myself, I've ever experienced a certain time where I was reading a book during my school time, but you end up read from page 1 to 15. By the time you reach page 15, you sleep. Then when you wake up, you don't understand whether you read all this or you don't know where you stop. So you have to go back and read again. But then when you read again, you still sleep at the same page, maybe 15 or 13 where you stopped the previous time. This comes because sometimes we forget to say Bismillah when we're starting tasks, and then the shaitan always gets power to disrupt us, to disorganize us, and then make us forgetful. So if you say Bismillah, you'll be protected from the shaitan to divert you from what you're doing, and then the task you're doing will be blessed, because Allah will always bless what you're doing. Then the second factor that you have to look at is sincerity. If you are sincere within your heart, the task will be successful, or you'll be able to achieve or finish up different tasks because of the sincerity. Remember, the intention or the niyat with which we do these activities matters. So if your intention is not clear, for example, are you doing this task for the benefit of Allah and the whole Ummah, or is for your personal gains? Let's do things with the intention of pleasing Allah, our Creator, so that we can benefit from the life here and then thereafter. A case in point, you could be preparing a meal, but this meal, if you have bad intentions or your intentions are not straight, it could end up having some issues with the people who are going to eat this food. But then when the niyat or the niyyah is good, you never know by the time you're going to serve this meal, there could be someone coming to your family so that he can share this meal. When you share a meal with someone else, you get blessings from Allah. So your intention could be clear. And then these people who come to your home are not necessarily, it's not your capacity to bring them. It's Allah who wishes that they could be there. Otherwise, you could make a meal that can end up being not consumed by any of the people around your home. Maybe it fall into that. Or anything happens, but then the meal is not consumed. So let's clear our intentions. Let our intentions be for the good of Allah and then the whole Ummah, but then for the family, like that. Then the other element that we should look at if you are to be productive Muslims is to plan. My sister, my brother, my uncle, my aunt, my dad, whoever is watching this clip, plan. In my local dialect, they say, nkuyise emirundi emeka. So how many times have I said this word, plan? Because failure to plan is planning to fail. Plan. And then the best way to plan is have time on yourself. It's advisable to do the planning mostly in the morning. So wake up at least 10-15 minutes before other people wake up. Or you can do your planning before you do the Fajr prayer or after the Fajr prayer. Because by this time, the weather is concentrated, there's little or no distraction, and then the energies are still high. So if you use this time to plan all the day activities that you'll be executing, it help you to be productive. But look at a situation where you wake up late for Fajr, then some people, when they wake up, they perform Fajr, and then they go back to sleep, not knowing what activity is to be executed between the day or throughout the day. So have a daily planner. It's advisable. You can have a daily planner, have a weekly planner, monthly, and so on. But plan, and then write down your plan for reference. Then the other element that we have to look at is having some time between the day or within the day to read the Quran. Having regular intervals of reading the Quran or reading the Quran gives you immense barakah, immense blessings from the Lord, our Creator, Allah. So if you read the Quran if you research has shown that people who regularly read the Quran have high memorization, have high capacity to remember. So if you've been reading the Quran regularly, you won't be forgetting the tasks that you have to do. And then remember, you'll be having the barak with Allah, then from Allah, and then your day will become like you'll be in a settled climate. So there is no high tension of you can't be scared just because you regularly read the Quran. It doesn't matter if you're reading in Arabic or English or any other dialect, but as long as you read the Quran and be able to understand, then it will be okay because it will keeps you in remembrance of Allah. And remember, when you remember Allah, Allah will always remember you. So we are still, if you've just joined us from here, we are on Salaam Cafe on IQRA TV, talking about how we can be productive Muslims. So it's not specific to who, but more so into the mothers or the home keepers, but don't leave out the kids. How do the kids be productive? How do the fathers in home be productive? Let's be a productive family as a whole. The other element or issue that we have to uh, do to be productive Muslims is to organize our stuff every day. Organize your place every day and make it a habit for every member of the family to organize. You can make a time, maybe after dinner or supper late in the evening, where everyone has to organize a specific area in the home. If the mom is organizing the kitchen or the dining or the sitting room, let the dad organize the bedroom, let the kids organize the play area or the reading room. Don't leave them to put their gadgets, the doors, those cars that they are using to play to be scattered. Remember, a disorganized place always causes accidents. So let's make it a habit to organize every day, every day, every day. So this saves us time so that when the place is organized, you don't have a lot of work to do. Even if you do the big or the wholesome organization one day in the week, you find that the task of organizing remains minimal just because you've been organizing daily or regularly. So let's make it a habit to organize our stuff every day, and then this grooms the kids to know that you have to live in an organized environment. Then the other element that can help us is to teach the kids to be responsible. If your kids are responsible, you'll be saved a lot of time because they will do less mistakes. There will be less disorganization. And then let's give them tasks. They are minor tasks, small tasks that they can execute depending on the age or their maturity. So if they are older kids, maybe they can clean the bathroom, clean the toilet, or wash even the rags that you use for cleaning. Or like if he's at a certain age or 6 or 7, he can organize the shoe rack. So you give them appropriate tasks and make them responsible, make them to be responsible. They can be able to organize their rooms, the bedrooms. They can be able to put the finished clothes where they are supposed to be, and then the dirty clothes in the laundry basket, or take them at the laundry station where you washed them from, but then keep our kids responsible. Then the other task, if we are to be productive Muslims, especially the moms, plan your meals. Plan your meals. Don't wait for the time when you feel like it's almost approaching to lunchtime or supper or dinner, that when you have to think, what are we going to eat? You can have time off the weekend and plan that on Monday we'll be eating this and this for breakfast, this for lunch, and this for supper or dinner. Then on Tuesday, this and this and this. And then plan. There are items that we can even procure or buy that can take us through the week. So do this. Have all the things that should be used for preparation of the meals purchased and stored. Then you won't be panicking. You could be at work, but not being safe that from work you'll be heading straight home to space or to prepare supper. But then if you fail to plan, then you from work, you don't know where you have to go to the market or you go to the butcher, and then you don't know if you're having Guinness or meat. But if it is written, because now with this age and time, we have smartphones, you can have your folder where you keep your plans. And then you know the meals that will be consumed, which you'll be able to know when you'll be going for shopping and for which items. This saves us time and then we'll be more productive. Then, like I've said, have an head start over the weekend so that some of the tasks that are to be executed within the week can be done within the weekend. So by the week starts, you'll be having ample time on yourself to do your stuff or the me time and execute this. This could be shopping, then laundry, and those other times. But it's not good to be like it's within the middle of the week, then you have to do the washing, the laundry. However, if you do simple laundry, it will save you the back of having a lot of clothes to wash at the end of the week. So you have to strike a balance and see, because there are items that can't wait. For example, if you the school-going kids, they have uniforms that have to be washed on a regular basis. So you can't just keep them to be washed over the weekend. But have an head start on the weekend. You know that if you be having some stuff like most of the wheat food, the kind of food that we make from wheat, if you're going to make chapats, you can make the wheat flour and prepare it and keep it somewhere so that you can fry it when the time comes. There are other foods. For example, if you consuming matoke, you can peel your matoke that can take you through the 4 days or 3 days of the week, then keep it well peeled. So by the time you're supposed to cook it, you don't have to go and then you're not scared of having to spoil your nails and stuff. Then if you have for the tradition kind of people from where I come from, if you're using banana leaves for preparing, you can procure these, or you get them from the garden and then keep them. They can take you through the week or even 2 weeks. That's prior preparation or having time before yourself. We are looking at how we can be productive Muslims. So the other element that we have to look at is having time for kids, and then set aside specific time. Maybe it can be 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 50 or an hour, so that you can make sure that they can do their homework, they can do their Quran reading or your saluna, everything, so that you can prepare these people to be knowing that tasks have to be planned. And remember, if you don't make sure that they have done their homework, it will be you to be disorganized from maybe you are at work, then the school teacher is calling, why didn't these kids do their homework? So you have to make sure that they do their homework. So make sure that you put aside time for the kids. so that they can do their homework. Then lastly, which is very important, and for the men, most of the men don't want to do tasks at work, at home. They don't want to help out their spouses. Let's make this thing a family thing. Let every member of the family be involved. Let the dad be involved, let the kids be involved, and let the mom be involved. That's when we can be productive. Otherwise, it's not good for the mom. Is also a working mom, but then she has to do the tasks alone. This is not how Aristotle taught us. He could help out his wives. So why don't we do it? It's not haram to help out your wife. It's not haram for the father to cook for the family. However, it's not his responsibility. So let's make sure everyone is involved. If the mom is doing this, let the dad do this, let the kids do this, and know that we have to set specific time for everything. But then lastly, but not least, let's have some me time. I told you from the start, if you cannot power or you cannot give from an empty cup, first fill your cup and then you'll be able to fill others' cup. Have your self time, have your me time, relax, do things that can make you energized, do things that can make you happy, then you'll be able to be a productive Muslimah. I thank you for watching. If you are new here, this is Salaam Cafe on IQRA TV. Light to the word. Salaam alaikum.
IQRA TV. Light to the world.